Hello, hello, hello. Hi, Effie Stovo. Thanks for joining. I am setting up the Facebook Live and the Periscope. Hi, hi, Tiana. Hey, Renee. I missed somebody coming in. Boss Lady 1. Hi, Karen. If it's your first time joining me, please give me your name and tell me who you are. Hi, Facebook Live people. Thank you guys for joining me. Thanks for sharing with your friends and followers. Renee. Hi, Effie. Thanks for joining. You guys in Periscope land, there's the hearts. I love them. I love them. Tap, tap, tap that screen for hearts. Be sure to share with your friends and followers. Facebook Live, you know what to do. Give me some comments. Give me some comments. So, for those of you that don't know me, I am Precious Brown. I'm your power coach and the divorcologist. I help women shift their mindset from pain to power so they're able to live healthy lives emotionally, physically, and spiritually. And as you all know that have been riding with me since last week, I'm doing a Facebook Live challenge while I do my Periscopes. And now, as a Nikki Woods Media Brand Ambassador, we have the challenge of doing one takeaway per day, what we learned from the Spotlight 2016 conference. So Facebook Live, you get this also. So, hi, M. Badio. Thanks for joining. So, since I have both of you here, I figured, how can I kill two birds with one stone? Because I like to work efficiently. So, I said, maximizing your life. One of my takeaways could be used to maximize your life. So, I'm going to share that with you today. And since I have to do that all week, you're going to get, hi Sean, thanks for joining on Facebook. You're going to get those tips. They're going to be coincided. So you get two things at one time. Yay, me. Okay. So, that's okay. That's okay. You come when you can. Hey, Pearl, how are you? Hi, Peter. Thanks for joining. I do see that I have new people in the room, so I'll introduce myself again. Those of you that know me, please bear with me. I am Precious Brown, your power coach and the divorcologist. I help women shift their mindset from pain to power so they're able to live healthy lives emotionally, physically, and spiritually. This last 7 days, I have been doing a Facebook challenge to go live, stream live, so I decided to do it with my Periscope. So my tip for my Facebook Live challenge is one tip a day for 10 days on how to maximize your life. That was my choice. So, hi Michelle, 22, thanks for joining. Periscope, keep those hearts a-flowing. Be sure to share with your friends and followers. Now, since I am now doing the Spotlight 2016 takeaways for the week, I'm going to combine both and give you one tip. One, it's a takeaway, and it can help you maximize your life. How cool is that? Okay, so we've been through a lot over the last 6, 7, 8 days. So today, we are going to jump right in. I hope everyone had a wonderful Easter weekend, but we're going to jump right into the way you can maximize your life. This next tip is near and dear to everyone's heart, should be, because just like last night when I was talking about no judging and I sent out the post that said, take the mask off. Okay, so this coincides with taking off a mask. It is be your authentic self. And I had another brand ambassador talk about this just a few minutes ago. Hi, Candy. Thanks for joining. And she did an awesome job. But again, that's her way. So my way of thinking of being authentic and how it can maximize your life is because, like I told you before, you'll be able to walk in your truth. When you are authentic to who you are, that means being the real you. Not putting on airs like you're better than anybody. Not showboating, not downing other people, but just be who you are genuinely. So if you're a happy-go-lucky person, be that person. If you are serious most of the time, be that person. Just be who you are in all situations, whether it's professional, whether it's playtime, whether it's in a relationship, out of a relationship, with new people that you meet. Just be who you are. People enjoy being around authentic people. And the way that this can maximize your life. Now, being authentic, that was a takeaway from Spotlight 2016 conference for the Nikki Woods Media Brand Ambassador program that I'm in. And the person that spoke on being authentic was Niecy Black. Hi, Love Logan C. Thanks for joining. Was Niecy Black. If you don't know her, look her up. She's on Facebook. She is Niecy Black. And then Mary Flowers. Niecy Black is a life coach. I forgot what her specialty is, but she's thebomb.com. And Mary Flowers is the ghostwriter for Time During the Morning Show. So both of them, they tag team because this is such a huge deal, being authentic and walking in who you really are, just genuinely. It is such a big task, and so many people forego it because we always try to fit in, or we just want to be liked, or we figure if we're a certain way, then we may get the job, or we may get, the promotion, or whatever it is that you're trying to get. You may get the contract if you're an entrepreneur. You may get additional, if you could be a child care provider, and you may think that acting a certain way, you'll get more children. So they tag teamed on it. And what it taught me, or what I took away from it, was that it is so important to be who you are at all times, because others see through it. And the last thing you want to do is be in a situation where someone is thinking that you're fake, or someone doesn't want to do business with you because they found out you're not who you're pretending to be. Or you promised to deliver a service. Hi, LaShonda, thanks for joining. You promised to deliver a service, but you can't deliver on the service because it's really not your service to deliver. Hi, Leanne, thanks for joining. It's really not your service to deliver. You saw somebody else do it, so now you want to do it, and you can't do it because it's not yours. Had you been authentic and created your own product and or service, or just been who you were in the interview, who you are, like you are in the interview, or in whatever realm you participate in the relationship. Do you know how many people break up because they thought they were dating someone, and that person really wasn't who they pretended to be? I had a marriage like that. I just want to share with y'all really quick. Hi, Terrell. Thanks for joining. I had a marriage like that one time. Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. Thought he was one person, but he wasn't really who he said he was. But lesson learned. But that is a part of being authentic. If you are who you say you are, you will be that way all the time. With me, people know who to expect. You know that I'm going to be silly. You know that I'm going to laugh and talk. You know that I'm going to talk a lot. You know that if I don't want to be bothered, I'll tell you. You know that if you do something that I don't agree with, I'll tell you. And I'm the same no matter what. Whether rain, sleet, hail, or snow, I'm precious. And people that are around me really like the fact that that's who I am all the time. They know that one day I'm not going to be super, super friendly, and then the next day I don't want anybody talking to me. That's not me. So I am who I am all the time. Who you see on Periscope and Facebook is who you get. Because I don't wear masks, and neither should you. No one should have to wear a mask and pretend that they are someone that they are not. Yes, Lord, and I still love. Ain't that the truth? I love you too, boo. Yes, because I only know how to be me. Like it or not, this is who I am, and this is the way I roll. So if you're authentic in who you are, then people will accept that more than, ooh, she wasn't like that when I talked to her on the phone, or ooh, I didn't think she would act like that, or ooh, people have their own perceptions of who we are, but you can only be you. And if I will be the same person on and off camera. Amen, Renee. I totally agree. I am too. And that's just the way that it has to be. Being authentic is worth more than gold nowadays, because you don't get too many people that are true to their personality. They're not true to who they are. The level of authenticity is it varies. 1 minute, hey Shasta, thanks for joining. I'm preaching. 1 minute you may think someone is just hunky-dory and they're cool to be around, and the next minute they're gossiping and backstabbing you. So if you're a gossiper and backstabber, that's cool. If that's who you are, then be who you are. I just won't fool with you. And that's just how I am. I'm one that shoots straight from the hip. And you have to, hey Trislyn, thanks for joining. And you have to know who you are, so that others will be able to accept it. And if you know that you are, yes, they are bipolar or something. She said they cray. But anyway, so if you know that you have a low tolerance for, let's say, loud talkers, and you know that, and you're around me, then you know that you're not going to like being around me because I talk loud. By nature, they can stay away. Lukewarm Christian. Ooh, you bet. Don't get me started, Tiana. Yes, those two. Hi, Norris. Thanks for joining. So I see some people. Hi, Tawana. Thanks for joining. You guys on Periscope, keep those hearts flowing. Make sure you're sharing with your friends and followers. Those that joined on Facebook, thank you so much for being here. We are talking about a tip that will maximize your life, and it is called authentic. Being authentic. Hi, Tarina. Thanks for joining. Being authentic. Now, I do see that I have some people that have come in the room. Hi, Music Family Love. Thanks for joining. That may not know who I am, so I'm going to reintroduce myself. I am Precious Brown, your power coach and the divorcologist. I help women shift their mindset from pain to power so they're able to live healthy lives emotionally, physically, and spiritually. This last week, I accepted a challenge to go live on Facebook. And hi, Love Logan C. Thanks for joining. Hi, Angie. Thanks for joining. So I'll do my Periscope while I do my Facebook Live, and I'm just joining them together. So I have two audiences, different platforms, which is cool. So I chose my topic. Hi, Bathsheba. Thanks for joining. I chose my topic to be maximizing your life. It's good to hear from you too. I chose maximizing your life, and I've given tips on how you can do that. And for those that have not been with us since last week, I'll go ahead and cover those really quickly in case you want to write them down. I'll just cover them really. Hi, Kalila. Thanks for joining. The first day was press through those tough times, even in spite of fear. Do it in spite of fear. Set goals. Set 3 goals that you want to accomplish and map out a plan on how to reach them. The next day was learn something new and stress less. Learn something new. 1 day a week, learn something new. Every day, really, you should learn something new. But in case you don't have time, because I know some of us are super busy. Hi, Karen. Thanks for joining. Thank you guys on Periscope for the hearts. I love the colors. Learn something new. And that day, we also learned to stress less. And the way that you can do that is by picking 3 things in your life that are most important to you. When you feel your stress level rise, ask yourself, how does this stress, whatever the stressor is, affect these 3 things that I said is most important in my life. And if they don't measure up, you know you need to make some changes. The next day was unplug. Get quiet. Unplug from social media. Unplug from electronics 1 time a day. 1 time a week. I'm sorry. 1 time a week. Oh, I know y'all die without social media once a day. But 1 time a week. Just so you can regroup, decompress, release some things, spend some time with family, whatever you need to do, whatever you want to do in that time, unplug and do it. The next day was learning to be an effective communicator and an effective listener. In that particular session, we know that talking is not communicating. Communicating is being able to effectively send and receive messages with clear understanding. That's what effective communication is. That is what effective listening is. When you can listen to someone, so you listen to understand, not listening to respond. Okay? Those are two different things. So it's very important that you learn how to be an effective communicator and an effective listener. And somebody asked me about my class. I'm not sure if you're on here tonight. I do have a Communications 1.0 class, and I'll give you guys the link for that if you want it. Periscope, put up a 1 or type something in the chat on Facebook Live, because I don't remember who asked me about it. So I'll give you that information if you want it. The next day was no more masks. No more masks. Walk in your truth. And that coincides with today. Be who you are. Be authentic. No more masks. Take off the mask. Take off the mask. Whatever your mask is. If you look on my page, Angie, you want, okay. Listen to understand. Absolutely. I'm getting some Periscope peeps that want the link for the communications class, and I will get that and give it to you guys in just a second. The next day which was yesterday, was no more judging. We are not going to judge other people. Did anybody do your homework and take note today on how many times you got ready to judge? Because I know nobody was judging today, right? Nobody was judging today. Facebook, Periscope, nobody was judging today, right? Did anybody take note on how many times you got ready to judge something and said, oh, pulled yourself back? Because when you make yourself aware of the things that you do, then not you. When you make yourself aware of the things that you do, then it's easier to stop. So many times we do things and we don't realize we're doing them. We're not doing, you did, Tiana, good job. You do them out of habit. We sometimes slip into gossip. And I'm going to say sometimes because we can, a conversation can slip into gossip real quick. It's a fine line, but that people don't recognize. No judgment zone for you. Good. Absolutely. That's good, Renee. So when you recognize the error of your ways, I'm going to put it that way, then you're less likely to continue to do it. So that's what the no judging was about yesterday. And then today we're talking about being authentic. Be your authentic self. Whoever you are, only you know who you are. You almost did, Angie. Good. That 21 days, yes, it takes 21 days to make any one thing a habit. You listening, Pearl, about 10 times to get myself together. Forms, yes, 21 days forms a habit. Any one thing that you do 21 days consistently will become a habit. I don't care if it's exercise. I don't care if it's a positive action that you're taking. I don't care if it's a negative, because it's going to become your routine. 21 days, that's all it takes, can change your life. 21 days. Oops, my computer shut down, so it'll be just a second on the link for, I believe it's bit.ly/COMM 2016, which is short for Communication 2016. I am going to look for it for you here. So while I get this link for the people on Periscope, does anyone have any questions or anything that they would like to comment on or discuss? Yes, the link is bit.ly/COMM2016. I think my Facebook just stopped. Come on, stop it, guys. This I always say it's trying to reconnect. Okay, so I'll talk to you guys. So my heart stopped. Am I in the Periscope all alone? Do I have anyone here with me? Okay, I see some people. Okay. So, being authentic is very important. I'm going to, oh, there we go. Oh, we were there for a second. Now we're out again. This Facebook Live, I just don't know. They need to come up with something better with this. Hi, Facebook Live. I almost lost you guys. So, we are back talking. Okay, you're here? Okay, so sorry, Facebook Live. For some reason, you guys went out. I don't know if it's because I keep getting notifications. I thought I turned those off, but Love Logan C. What's your name? Thanks for joining me. So be authentic. Be authentic. Be authentic. If you're not sure who you are, I have a course for that too. I think I got a course for everything to change your life, because I'm telling you, I had to go through it too. But be authentic. Be who you are, regardless of who you're around, what you're doing, or what's at stake. Be who you are. That was the biggest takeaway from Spotlight 2016 conference. Sometimes you feel lost, hard to figure out who you are again. Absolutely. Logan Chandler, nice meeting you, Logan. Yes, you do feel lost sometimes. And that's why it's important for you to, yes, keep it real. It's important for you to regroup, spend that time away from everything, your quiet time, your meditation time, your still time, whatever you want to call it, whatever is good for you. That's why it's important that you have that time so that you can get to know you. Because when we're moms, we're career women, we're entrepreneurs, we're all these different titles, we're aunts, we're moms, we're daughters, we're all these different titles. A title does not make who you are. It's just what you do. It's just what you do. Thank you for Renee for inviting Logan. It's just what you do. It's not who you are. So my me time is very important. Absolutely. Everybody's me time should be top priority. Because guess what? If you don't do that, you lose who you are. And that's why so many people run around with the mask that I was talking about yesterday. They run around with the mask on because they're not sure. Be true to self. Know what makes you click. Girl, you done read my book. All right, now I love when I know somebody is learning from what I put out in the universe. I thank you, Lord. Don't make me shout up in here, Tiana. But yes, you have to know what makes you click, what makes you tick, what makes you happy, what makes you sad. Get to know your triggers so that you'll know what makes you upset, what makes you fly off the handle, what makes you smile. What makes you smile? Snowflakes on my cheek make me smile because they feel like kisses from heaven. I'm going to write a book on that. I'll let y'all know when it's coming out. But anyway, thank you so much, Periscope, for the hearts. I love feeling the love. So today's tip is for you to be authentic. You will maximize your life because guess what? People can appreciate who you are. When you show who you really are, people can appreciate that more than a facade, than a mask, than thinking that you're one way and then finding out that you're going to come out the box on them another way. So just keep that in mind. With all the tips I've given over the last 7-8 days, Remember, one of the most important things you can do in life is be authentic. Be authentically you, unapologetically. Yes, she got her praise hands on. Truth. Sometimes I think back on what he did. Yeah. And you know what? I'm sorry, Facebook Live. I'm on divorce scope over here. But even though you think about what has happened, think about what your life would be like without that lesson. There's something in every situation. Look for the opportunity to learn the lesson. In every situation, look at the opportunity to learn the lesson. There is something in everything that you have ever gone through in life. And this is now off topic, but everything that you have gone through at any point in your life, there was a lesson that needed to be learned. Sit in your quiet time and find out what that lesson was. Even if it's, Angie, even if it's so that you would know you can smell a cheater 10 miles away. Even if you know you can recognize when someone is lying to you. Even if it is so that you can recognize what you do and don't want in a relationship, what you will and will not accept in a relationship. All of those are things that you can take from the situations that happened in the past and use them as fuel to make you stronger. Use them as fuel to make you stronger. Hey, hold on just a second, Periscope. Facebook, I'm all done for today. I'm going to talk to my Periscope peeps over here. So, and you guys keep cutting out on me, so I don't want you to be missing half of the conversation. But you're welcome to come on over to Periscope. I'm at the Divorcologist. Precious Be Happy or Precious Brown, whichever one you can find me under. Come on over to Periscope and join us, and I'll talk to you soon. Okay, Periscope. So, just remember, everything happened for a reason, if only for just a season. Amen. I agree with that. And so many times we take seasonal people and try to make them fit our lifetime expectations. And that's not their position in our lives. So we have to be clear on what it is that we're expecting from someone and who they are in our lives. And we don't always know that right off back because we lead with our emotions. Oh, he makes me feel this way, or oh, she makes me feel that way, or oh, something in it right now feels good. But once you're past that point, one thing I want you guys to start doing, thinking back should be a lesson learned. Yes, Lord, God knows he wants us to listen and learn. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. And so many times, if we pay attention, we would know that he told us a long time ago that this person wasn't the person that we thought they were, or they're not for this particular position in our lives. But we force it. I forced it for a long time because I want to prove everybody wrong about my marriage when I just should have let it go. I had to prove a point, so I went through a lot of things that I probably wouldn't have gone through if I had listened. But that was the road I took, and I took those lessons because now I know what I will and won't accept in a relationship. I knew that when I got married the second time, and I saw the signs, and you got to go because I'm not going to accept it. And that's just part of the lesson that I learned. And in learning that, I was able to get to know me. And I know that I'm not going to put up with disrespect. I'm not going to put up with violence. I'm not going to put up with down talking me. I'm not going to put up with control issues. It's a whole list. I could probably give you like 150 things, no lie, that I'm just not going to put up with. I'm just not going to do it. And it doesn't matter who you are. We are too old for that. But, it doesn't even really have to do with age. It does, but it doesn't. It does because, we just figure at the ages that we are, people grow up, but not everybody grows up at the same rate. But it's more to do with me and my expectations of a relationship and what I want out of a relationship. That's why I'm by myself. There's many times we are in a situation with our eyes wide shut. Say that again. Hallelujah. Yes, our eyes wide shut. We see, we know. We don't even have to see. We know in our knower. That feeling you get in your gut like, ooh, something is not right. But we shove it down and we push it and we make it okay. And it doesn't matter what it looks like on the surface. It doesn't matter what somebody else says, because this is what you want right now. Either you're comfortable or you're you just accept it, or you feel like this is all that you're good enough for, which is a story in itself, because we're all fearfully and wonderfully made, and God only wants the best for us, but we settle for the less for us. Mentally grown. Absolutely. So, whatever those reasons look like for you, and we've all been there. I'm sure everybody on this scope has been there in a relationship at some point or another. And if you haven't, God bless your soul, and I'm so glad that you haven't. Am I preaching, Tiana? But I'm just telling the truth. I'm telling you what I know. And we just have to get to the point when we're authentic, and I'm going back to that, when we can be authentically ourselves, then we won't accept those things that in our knower we know is not right for us. We won't say, okay, all right, baby, I'm gonna let you get away with it that time. No, because then we're not being true to who we are. That bothered me. And if you don't change that behavior, we can't be together. I don't like when you do blank. And if you can't change that, then we're not going to be together. Now get this, the coin flips on the other side when the shoe is on the other foot and it's you. Okay? Don't get quiet on me. That comfortable feeling, you settled in. I don't want to do no changing. I'm good where I am. But being treated like a dog. I'm just saying. And when he come to you, if they do it once, they'll do it again, especially if you don't correct the behavior. If you don't check it when it happens the first time, people will treat you how you allow. Say that, Renee. Say that, Renee. If you don't check the situation when it first happens, that's their okay. For instance, if a man cheats and you catch him and you don't leave him, that was his okay to do it again. If a man puts his hands on you and you don't leave him, that's his okay to do it again. If a woman cuts up her man's clothes and he don't leave her, that's her okay to do it again. Your actions give people the okay or their pass. I'm going to let you pass on that one. And you just said that he can do it again. You just said that it's okay if she do that again. Because get this, it's not just for women. Men and women. The same rules apply. There's no double standard in life. Actions do speak louder than words. And so many times we give the okay or they give the okay because we don't do anything about it. The first husband cheated for 17 years. 17 years. Because in my eyes, if I didn't see it, it didn't happen. Which I still feel that way. You can't come tell me anything about my spouse. Because what you may have seen, we talked about vantage points and perspective. What you may have seen may have been something innocent. Now, I didn't end my marriage because of what you said, and you don't even know what you're talking about. However, if I've done my homework and I trust my own research and I catch you and I stayed, then that is my fault because I knew. So when you know, it's different than being told and not sure. If somebody tell you something, look out for it. Look out for it. Just keep your eyes open. The second marriage, I had somebody tell me, "Ooh, girl, the way it was done I didn't agree with, but I had my eyes open from that point on." And as time went on, exactly what was said came to light. So just keep it in your mental Rolodex. That's what I say. I keep it in my mental Rolodex. But being your authentic self means you'll be true to you. It means that you will accept who you are. Your feelings are valid, so you'll address those things that you don't like. And this isn't just for relationships. It's in business, whether you work for somebody or you work for yourself. It's in the grocery store in line. You know that you're not going to take the cashier cussing at you, right? Mental Rolodex. Yes, I put it in my mental Rolodex. That's what this is back here. My mental Rolodex. Andrew, you crazy. But in the grocery line, you're not gonna take the cashier cursing at you, right? You're gonna either check her or you're gonna tell the manager. So you have to be, if you just take it and that's not really who you are, then you haven't been true to yourself. I would, now at this stage of my life, I would just ask for a manager. About 7-8 years ago, it might have been a different story. Right, when you know better, you do better. If you don't shut up and keep on talking. Absolutely. Because you just have to, if you don't set a standard for how people are to treat you, they'll treat you any kind of way. Like the saying goes, if you don't stand up for something, you'll fall for anything. So be true to yourself. Be true to who you are and what you expect in life, in relationships, in business, if you're working for somebody else, and keep it the same across the board. Being authentic means you're the same across the board. My tone may change, but I'm still precious. You'll know when my tone changed from me being happy-go-lucky, that look, happy-go-lucky, to you just hit a nerve. You'll know the difference. But that's my tone. That's not my personality. See the difference? My tone will change because you done struck a nerve, and I'm trying in my head to get it together on how I'm about to respond to what you just did or said. So you might get that side eye right there, that one right there. You might get that. Yes, Precious the Pooh Bear in 0.0 seconds. Girl, you crazy. But needless to say, I just wanted to share a little extra. I always share extra with my Periscope people. Thank you guys that are new, that joined me tonight. I really appreciate it. Those of you that are watching the replay, I appreciate you as well. And again, I am Precious Brown, your power coach and the Divorcologist. I am the CEO and founder of Power in You. I help women shift their mindset from pain to power so they're able to live healthy lives emotionally, physically, and spiritually. You can join me on any social media platform as at the Divorcologist, except for on Facebook. I am Precious S. Brown, and I hope to see you guys again soon. Thank you so much for all the hearts that showed me so much love and your time and attention on today. Thank you guys. See you tomorrow, 7:30 a.m. for Transformational Tuesday, Motivation in the Morning. 7:30 a.m. and then tomorrow night is going to be 9:45 again because I have my class from 8:30 to 9:30. Thank you guys so much for being with me, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.